Sanmanana Makaya, this is Frosted Window. Again, I'm going to give you a brief update on the Novatech FS court document and the court case itself. Thank you.
Novatech Ltd. and its Chief Executive Officer, Cynthia Petian. It does not mention anyone else throughout this entire document. It's only focused on Cynthia Petian. So it states, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you see aggressive and widespread campaign in the internet, social media. They're stating that they sold these securities without registration and without prospectus disclosure. Okay, we all know what it means to be registered, but prospectus disclosure, that is a formal document that anyone, if I want to do something like this, I'm going to have to file a formal document that gives all the details. Whoever's involved, where the money's coming from, how the money's going to be handled, disclose absolutely everything. That's what a prospectus disclosure document is. It says that they continued to do so in the face of cease order issued by Ontario Securities Commission. These business activities have also attracted concerns by other Canadian and U.S. securities regulators. That I found very important. These business activities have also, not may, but have also attracted concerns by other Canadian and U.S. securities regulators. So that tells me that they are aware of something going on the U.S. side. So, and then as it goes down through here, it's talking about the PAM accounts, and we all know what the PAM accounts are. We don't really need to elaborate on those much. Let me see. Did I just skip a page? I did. There we go. Okay, so we're going to jump into here where they talk about the kind of a timeline that on December 13th that they issued an investor warning. Yeah, we all knew about that. We saw that. That was out there. But to us, it was like, it's just a warning. It's just telling the people, hey, be careful what you're doing. But they took that serious because early February 2023, the company announced that it decided to place a temporary freeze on withdrawals from investor accounts. Notwithstanding this announcement, it continued to accept new investments in the PAM account. I found this, that's why I got purple here. We see purple I'm going down through here. Pay attention to that. In light of these ongoing investor protection concerns, their warnings that they put out, the OSC, the Ontario Securities Commission, issued a temporary cease trade order against Novatech Ltd. On February 16. The order was extended by the Capital Markets Tribunal on March 2nd. The respondents breached this order by allowing reinvestments of purported returns into PAM units and by selling new PAM units to Ontario investors. Now, I do remember when Novatech, they kind of stopped, if I got the timeline, accepting new people out of Canada, but they allowed them just to roll their ROIs back in. Apparently, they did not like this out of the Securities Commission. This is while the respondents made changes to make it appear that they are restricting individuals involved, or right down here, in perpetuating Novatech's multi-level marketing scheme. They use scheme. We're publicly disseminating instructions on how to circumvent geographic restrictions. I've had some of the leaders kind of up my upline who were against that, who were very careful in what they're saying, and made a couple Zoom videos. I am not telling you to change your address. Don't do that. But at the same time, I saw a post, and I've heard a lot of other people say, change your address, make up an address, get an LLC in another country. And they were putting that out there. And obviously, the Securities Commission was watching all that. It says during this period, on number 8, other Canadian provincial securities regulators published warnings.
Matter of Novatech Ltd. And Cynthia Petian. I am adjudicator Cecilia Williams, the panel for today's attendance. I'll just start with a roll call. I see Mr. Weingarten. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yes, good morning, Adjudicator Williams.
Good morning, and I see Mr. Pettypiece as well.
Morning, Adjudicator Williams. I don't think I'll be speaking much today or at all, so maybe I'll just go off camera for the rest.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pettypiece.
Thank you.
Mr. Weingarten, do you know if I'm pronouncing the individual respondent's name correctly? Is it Petian?
That is correct, Cynthia Petian.
Okay, thank you very much. So over to you, Mr. Weingarten.
Yes, thank you. And it appears that no one is in attendance for the first appearance on behalf of either Novatech or Ms. Petian, who's also named as respondent. In light of the non-attendance of either the parties or any representatives for the parties, what I would propose today as a procedure that I believe will expedite the proceedings, and it consists of a first step, which would be the enforcement branch filing a motion in writing seeking certain relief that if granted, we think is going to significantly expedite the proceedings. What we would be seeking would be a waiver of any further notice or service obligations, as well as relief from the production of materials under Rule 27. This is a procedure that has been used in the 3 Gold matter, as well as recently in another matter of Invest. What I would propose is that our motion materials be served and filed by November 17th, and that we not set a second attendance date today or set out an actual schedule for the exchange of Rule 27 materials. What I propose is to return or to contact the registrar upon disposition of the motion one way or the other, either by order or by reasons and decision, and to set up a return date through the registrar at that time. At that time, we can reattend and we would be in a position to actually set merit hearing dates at that time.